Hello everybody, and welcome to my playthrough of Snowrunner. So what's coming up in today's episode? Well, I'm taking on the task cargo from the ship. This is definitely a tricky one, and it also takes some time to complete. Now there's many ways that you can complete this contract and different vehicles you can use. First, you're going to need something that can carry 4 cargo slots. So something like either a semi-trailer and truck configuration or a flatbed. I've chosen on this occasion to use the Western Star 6900 twin steer. It might seem like an odd choice, but I hope by the end of this you'll agree with me, it wasn't such a bad one. I'm really nervous about using a semi-trailer and truck configuration because of how tippy they are, and we know also how top heavy large containers are, and that's what I'm going to be transporting. The main reason that this contract takes so long is you have to collect the container from Drummond Island and return it to the warehouse in Smithville Dam, and not the one closest to the Drummond Island tunnel. That's a lot of driving, and you don't only have to do it once, you have to do it twice. So, twice the distance and twice the number of times that you can tip your cargo. For this reason, I would suggest having a rescue vehicle ready in the area just in case you need it. Of course, I'm saying this in hindsight, as I didn't bring along another vehicle to help me get out of trouble. This added extra tension to the contract when I didn't really need to. But, as always, you live and learn. And I feel I got very lucky. Now let's get into the meat of how to complete the contract. I'm going to use a combination of very careful driving and a lot of winch work. I believe that using the twin steer will help with any stability issues. Of course, that is to be seen, so let's get on with it. As you've seen during the intro, I've been making my way through Drummond Island down to the wrecked cargo ship to collect the container. I've done this so you guys can see the route in real time. As you can see, it's a narrow, gnarly, steep, difficult route. And that would be for any truck. The twin steer is really long, so it makes it slightly more of a challenge to get it round these really tight corners. But I've got to admit, the twin steer can get itself out of some really sticky situations. This is where its length really helps. A semi-trailer on a truck wouldn't have done that. I'm going to spin the twin steer round, and I'll pick this back up again when I've loaded the cargo. With the cargo loaded, let's start the difficult trip back. Now it's going to take about 20 minutes real time to get back to a reasonably safe area, so I am going to hit overdrive, but I will be back during one section, so look out for that. Off we go. So, I figured I'd gotten through the worst of this section, but look what happens next. Oh, that's a lot of tip. That's a lot of... Oh my... Oh. How have I not tipped over? That is incredible. I've got to say that that is a major panic. Now I'm just wondering how I can get out of this. It doesn't look like being connected to the back helps. I'm going to have to find another winch point. Oh, almost went again. Panic stations just went up another notch. Oh, I've got a place over there. This is only a log, but we'll see if it can hold the weight. Oh, super log. Look at that. That's incredible. Let's go. Oh my. That was a scary situation. I thought it was all coming to an end there. That was so lucky. But there's not a moment's peace. The next section is very rocky and narrow, so I'm going to have to try and find my way through there. I'm going to hit overdrive again, and I'll see you on the other side. I've finally made it to the other side. That definitely has to be one of the most challenging things I've done in Snowrunner so far. There were moments when I really thought I was going to lose the truck and the cargo. But we've made it. Now all I have to do is get all the way to the warehouse in Smithville Dam. So I'm going to cut away here, as it's quite uneventful, just a little drive, and I'll see you at the warehouse. And that's the final corner after that epic drive. It all went off without a hitch, which is great. All I have to do now is do the same thing all over again. With that in mind, I'm going to have a little sit down and a cup of tea and just have a chill out for a moment. That's going to bring this episode to a close. Do join me for part 2 of this one. And as always, take care and bye for now.